Okay, today we got the new Tractor Tunes. I don't suppose it's new to us. Tractor Tunes overhead stereo that comes with the Pioneer head unit, CD player. It comes speakers installed, antennas in it already, everything you need to go with a wire pigtail with just 3 wires. Really easy install. You're not going to actually get to see me install it because I did it without videotaping it, but fact is I think you'll like the way I'm supposed to show you better because you don't have to watch me as long and it's pretty dang easy. One thing I noticed, the instructions, depending on when you buy this, or don't go by the picture in the instructions from Tractor Tune because it's not exactly correct on the wire. There's only 3 wires, but I'll show you where we hooked it up in the T-Rex and kind of tell you what you can do with the Rhino, and I forget about the Razor. But there are mounts for each vehicle: the Razor, the T-Rex, the Rhino, and the Prowler. They're all the same price. The Rhino and the T-Rex are basically the same style, and they're just a little bit different mounting holes in it. So nonetheless, real easy install. So let's take the camera by hand and show you what we did. Okay, basically you just got the 2 tubes here that come underneath the roll bar, 4 rubberized clamps. The threaded portion is down in the tube. It's made into it, so it's real easy. There's some extra screws that come with the Tractor Tunes. There's 3 different lengths. Here we used a little bit longer screws than the ones that was already in it. Come in the package. Did this first. We mounted our tube to our Tractor Tunes box first, then held it up, put a rubberized clamps around the roll bar, and screwed them with 7/16 socket down in there. And then you can see we ran our wires. I didn't get super clean, but we run our wires down the back side here and into the battery box. Okay, it's relatively simple. Here's the wiring harness. There's a white, a black, and a green. Black is ground. The white it comes with all the connectors to use this inline fuse holder. Comes with a fuse, butt connectors, ring connector. Attach it over to the hot, and that leaves the green wire. And this is where I was saying the picture kind of messes up. In one picture for constant power, it doesn't even show connecting this. It does talk about it, but it doesn't show it. So I found on this T-Rex this extra plug, and this is 09. It's a brown wire in here, and most brown wires with a blue on them are a 12 volt when the key is on. Depending on your application, vehicle, whatever, you may have to find a wire that is 12 volt when the key is on. In a Rhino, I can tell you that any brown wire in the battery box is also a 12 volt keyed on circuit. But it comes with a little T-tap in there, what I call a T-tap. You just wrap it around the wire and clamp it, and then it comes with this little spade connector, insulated spade connector, that you just simply push down on the T-tap. Nothing to it. After that, it's done. Alright, here's a little bit of sound quality. Right here in the driver's seat. So how is the sound quality? Well, the sound quality, it is what it is. I mean, this is roughly with the brackets $450 to your doorstep. This ain't high fidelity. It never was intended to be. I would say this unit applies to probably the average guy that wants some music on the road. It's adequately loud to turn the vehicle off and whatever you're doing around the vehicle to have some music. Because there's no big amp, doesn't draw a heap of power, so your stock battery and charging system will be fine on it. And when I was talking to Tractor Tunes, I was trying to compare prices with our overhead stereo mount and our speaker bar. And then by the time that you buy your head unit of choice, if you bought the exact same head unit, you'd actually be into that system about $500. So you save about 50 bucks on it. Which one would I choose? Hard to say. I don't know. I'd say the 6-speaker speaker bar probably sounds a little better, but it's pointing down, so it may not do as well out around the vehicle. Everything has applications. There's a lot of better and worse for whatever. And if money wasn't an object, I'd probably go with a Mammoth sound system. It's $5.99. It's pointed right at your ears, and you have an iPod connection, but you got to have an iPod or anything with a headphone jack. But it's a great sound system. It's right here, and you can hear it wide open throttle, no problem. But again, it's $599 versus $450. So it's just whatever it is that you know, thinks fits you. This, now what I like about this, it just goes on, and in like 10 minutes you're done. And you know, of course, if you want to drill holes in your roll cage and route wires, knock yourself out, but that's a pain in the butt. If you don't mind, then just hide them behind the roll bars and use wire ties. So if you guys have any questions on install, or just any more questions I haven't answered on the system, give me a call here at Hunter Works.